Not
Live
a
action.
single fucking real lion in the film. Just
Not
disappointing.
one. Hello, everybody. Welcome again to the No Objective Podcast. This is your host Juan, and my two co-hosts Kunal and Emil. It's
Hello.
early as hell in the morning, and we're gonna get talk about shit. I guess. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. Pretty tired, kind of.
Pretty garbage.
Pretty garbage.
Couldn't sleep.
So yeah,
last
we're
night.
recording this episode a bit earlier than usual, just because people gotta get to class and stuff. But we're here, and we haven't posted in a bit. But I'm glad to talk about what we're talking about today. So
RIP Summer.
RIP, RIP Summer. So we're talking about a movie, actually two movies, I guess, in today's topic. And one came out in 1994, the other one came out 2019. Let's talk about 1994 first. So, Lion King, classic movie, right? Classic
Yes.
animated movie, probably the most famous animated movie, as far as I know. You would say, I would say like probably the most famous one.
Basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Directed by Roger Ellers, Rob Minkoff, starring Matthew Broderick, Jerry Marins, and James Earl Jones. Movies undisputed classic, right? You can't get, at least in Disney, you can't get better than Lion King. I don't think anyone doesn't love The Lion King.
Agreed.
Agreed.
From their childhoods. Amazing. It was amazing. To give a little backstory of what this movie was about. Actually, no, I don't even think I have to do that. So, Lion King,
you don't.
It's just it's Simba's story. You know who the fuck we're talking about. It came out in 1984. It was an amazing movie. Disney made so much fucking bank off of this, even though it was. I don't know if you guys knew this. This is actually not their primary movie when they were making it at the time. They were actually making two animated movies at the time. And one was animated by the A-Team, who essentially was just like the team that they go to for all their big blockbuster movies. And the second one was animated by the B-Team, and a lot of people didn't really have faith in the script, but somehow it came together. Can you guess which one was the A-Team movie?
1994. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't born.
You weren't born. Emil, can you guess which one it was? This was like this was after I'll give a couple of ways. So this is after Little Mermaid, and I think it was also after Beauty and the Beast. Can you take a guess which was the
Pinocchio.
Jungle
Pinocchio?
Book.
Fuck you.
No.
Jungle Book came in like the 60s.
Fucking. I don't know, man.
All right, okay. It was Pocahontas. Pocahontas was the movie that came out the same year that they were preparing for, and that was the A-Team movie. That was the movie that Disney thought that was going to be the big success.
Damn.
And they had put all their budgeting and animation team in it.
Imagine what it could have been, what Lion King could have been like if that was the
It was on the A-Team.
Shit.
Yeah.
I thought it wouldn't have been as great. I feel like the uphill battle for the movie is
on the
actually
contrarian. Daring today, aren't we?
on the contrary. Yeah, so the movie was they saw it, I guess, as the lesser film. They didn't really have faith in the story. They didn't think that people would connect with the story. Especially since they weren't doing anthropomorphic animals, they were doing like actual animals. So people had a hard time thinking of like, okay,
that was kind of
if
new.
they were gonna do it. Yeah. Well, I guess the only one they did before that was, I guess, Dumbo and Bambi. That was like based on just animals, and they weren't anthropomorphic. But this is the first one where they had to like actually learn. This is the B-Team, so they didn't know how to draw animals or animate animals, so they had to learn from scratch how to do it.
It's pretty insane.
Yeah, no, it's a great fucking movie. The score, I don't remember who did the score, but that's amazing.
Like
What was his name? I
Mufasa
don't
was
remember.
so fucking majestic in the movie, you know.
Well, James Earl Jones' voice just gives it gravitas that you wouldn't
Son.
believe.
But like before we go on, like we have to address the fact that Lion King was basically a stolen story from Kimba the White Lion, right?
The Japanese
The
movie that
Japanese
came like
manga
a couple
thing.
years. Yeah.
Yeah, right. But
I don't
no,
know, man.
but
Yeah,
can
I
we?
didn't.
there's a lot of weird stories behind that. There was one of I think either one of the directors or one of the writers had actually seen the movie before and was like a fan. And some of the animators thought they were actually were doing a just an American version of Kimba the White Lion. Disney still denies that there's any kind of connection, but there's just some weird kind of in
Weird
betweens there.
conspiracy voodoo
But
shit going on.
can we all agree that like no one cares really?
No, not really.
Yeah,
Only
No.
purists really care.
I
Only
thought so.
purists care.
Yeah.
Maybe the
Anyway,
Japanese.
what are we gonna talk about?
Either way, the story is based on Hamlet, and it's just everyone knows what the movie is. Also,
It's also
notoriously insanely difficult video game. They had a really this video game that was fucking hard to beat. I don't think I got past the first level.
Damn.
It was so hard. Imagine Dark Souls, but actually hard.
but what was it? It was like Dark Souls, or was it like
No,
a
it was just like
platforming?
a kid adventure game.
What?
Came out in the Sega Genesis. It was.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it was as hard as Dark Souls,
Oh, okay.
if not harder to beat. It was notoriously insane. Uh, so yeah, 1994 classic, perfect. The music, the animation, the script, the voice actor.
The music was on point, man.
Well,
So it's
the
beautiful.
first 10, well, not 10 minutes. The first like 2 minutes of the movie alone are iconic.
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 When
You
the
can't
fucking
beat the first 2 minutes.
giraffe
the
kneels and
movie.
shit. The fucking
giraffe.
giraffe
The,
and the
the
elephant.
giraffe
The
meal,
antelope. The zebra.
the zebra,
The zebra.
the zebra. Yeah, Disney made bank off that movie and then re-released it in I believe 2013 again because they just made that much money off of it, and it's one of their bigger properties. So what does Disney decide to do in 2019?
Wait, sorry. They released it in 2013 again.
Yeah, they re-released it in theaters in
They
2013.
remastered it.
Yeah, they put it in
Shit.
3D and everything.
Oh, I gotta fucking watch that. Wait, did they?
Well, you
did they
can't now. It's
just
not in theaters anymore.
did they just put it in 3D or did they like remaster some shit?
They just made it look HD.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. But I do know the Lion King
Fun
2
facts of
and
one.
Lion King 2 and Lion King 1.5.
The Lion King 1.5. The Lion King 1.5 was dope. Lion King 2 was okay.
Yeah,
Um,
so you were gonna talk about the current Lion King.
You absolutely ruined the flow, man. I was building up. It's so unkindly interrupted me. And so yeah, the Lion King. So what does Disney decide to do in 2019? What was their grand move to do in 2019?
They decided to
Dealing
make a
with this property.
live action Lion King
The
film.
live action Lion King film that is actually animated entirely. Not a single shot is actually live.
Not
Live
a
action.
single fucking real lion in the film. Just
Not
disappointing.
one.
Where are the lions? It's
So yeah,
'cause they were all
2019.
poached.
In 2019, they released The Lion King, a completely, I guess, a remake or a shot for shot remake, directed by Jon Favreau. They have a bunch of people: Donald Glover, Seth Rogen. They have Beyonce. James Earl Jones is the only person that comes back because you can't change Mufasa's voice. You just can't, and it won't be the same. So yeah, that's what they did. 2019, they re-released it. It's the same guy who did the Jungle Book one before that, and and
And
And what did you think
it
about it?
was a complete garbage. It was just this. It was the saddest fucking
no.
thing I've ever
Damn.
seen. It was,
I
it was
disagree.
garbage.
All right, why did you say
disagree.
that?
It was. I did not like this movie. I I'm okay with it. Okay, here's what I think. I'm okay with it because this story doesn't change. So I can't hate on the story. But man, the CGI is too realistic. The animation is too realistic. And so I got no vibe from the animals. That's the problem I have with this movie. There's no emotion in the animals because they're fucking animals and they make them realistic. And so sometimes the voices just don't match the animals, and there's just not the same level of detail. I guess not detail of like of just those emotions out there. It did not spark
None
the
of the
same magic that it did in the original movie.
like none of the vibrant colors and shit that characterize each character. Like
No, yeah, it didn't
like
have any of the colors.
Scar's
Everything
black
was
mane with his orange fur and Pumbaa's um, bright like orange reddish skin and shit.
yep. It doesn't have that same feel. It's great. It's acted fine. The music is great, and it looks amazing. I'm not gonna say it doesn't look stunning. If the I don't know how they did it, but they made everything look so crisp and so clear
So,
and so
so
realistic.
breathtaking.
And I hate
Breathtaking.
it. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I
On the
can't
contrarian,
because
Daring today.
that's the problem. It looks too good, and so it loses a lot of those human touches that made the original animation so great. It really like it. I have no problem with CGI. I have no problem with making animals realistic, but they made it too realistic, and so now I just can't connect with. Do you know what? Do you get what I'm getting at?
yeah. Like
Yeah, I understand.
I saw an image of like a fan recreation versus the CGI that they actually put in, and like I think that's what you're talking about. Like, if Kunal, if you could
Yeah.
just put the picture for the fans to see.
Yeah, sure.
And that I think that was my main issue with it. And I thought at first I was like, okay, this might just go away after a while, but it really doesn't. It sticks with me the entire movie, and I'm just watching it, and it doesn't help that it's a shot for shot remake. It really doesn't help that it's a shot for shot remake because then every time I see the movie, I'm just thinking this is how the original did it better. I wish they had at least changed some things or change some of the shots because now I'm just thinking, okay, this is great, but it's not as good as the original. It's not the same emotion as the original.
Yeah, I do understand that. But you know what? I think that's what kind of hyped me up. That it was just bringing me back to my childhood. But also, it's because I hadn't seen the original Lion King in like forever. So maybe
Yeah.
that's why. And a few days after I watched the movie, I watched the original Lion King with Emil. And I kind of get it. I kind of understand where you're coming from now.
Yeah. I I understand why they made it the way they made it, but it's just yeah, it gave me nostalgia, but it just gave me nostalgia to want to see the original the other movie. You know?
The other,
Yeah,
yeah, and it was way better. The classic
it
was
Way
was. It
way
better.
was.
way better.
So wait, Emil, do you agree with me that the original was better?
Yeah, yeah, I just said that.
I know, I was just making it clear. But Kunal, are you? I guess
The
I
original
don't.
is better, of course. I cannot deny that. But I'm not saying this one is bad.
So, but like
Mm,
your criticism that it's like too realistic, I think like is the most valid criticism that I've heard of the new Lion King.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah,
Because like there are
it's
other criticisms that I hear all the time, like it's just a soulless cash grab and blah blah blah. And I'm just
Yeah.
sitting here like isn't the whole point of making movies like to make money off of the movie?
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
why
facts.
are you
Well,
criticizing it for trying to make money?
yeah. I mean, it's clear that there was dedication and time put into it. There's definitely a lot. It's not easy to make a movie entirely computer animated like this and make it look so good. There's definitely people who spent I can't even imagine countless hours working on this movie, and it's clear from like the interviews that the new actors who are playing the roles also love it, and they're doing a great job at it. I just think this was a failed art direction thing. I feel like they had an idea and it was a good idea at the time, but they rolled with it for too long and it ended up being what it is now. And so that's why a lot of people are kind of panning it, where it's like it's not terrible, it's not completely soulless cash grab, but there is that original element that's missing in it. And I think it was just a art direction mistake. What do you think?
Yeah, but I don't know if it was a mistake or if I don't know if they intended to make it look kind of fake. You know what I mean? I think they wanted it to look real because maybe they're
Yeah, I
trying
mean,
to show their CGI skills or whatever.
that's what I
But
mean
like,
by mistake. Where it's like it's not a mistake in what they decided. It's more a mistake in hindsight. Where it's
Yeah,
like
like
okay,
okay,
maybe
Disney characters are always like you could just you have to be able to look at the character and then like recognize immediately. Oh, that's Scar, that's Mufasa, that's Simba. But I think that
yeah.
like they made it like too realistic so that you can't really, that element is missing.
okay, yeah,
Like
And
Scar didn't even look like Scar in the movie.
yeah,
yeah.
I
You
agree, and
could barely
I
see the
think,
scar.
Yeah,
yeah,
there was definitely moments where I couldn't even tell the difference between Nala and what was the mom's name?
Sarabi.
Sarabi. Yeah, because there was moments where they're both in the frame and I couldn't tell who was who. And that's what I mean by like it's missing like certain elements, like human elements that you still need to be able to make a good movie. You
Yeah,
know,
like
they're
the
missing just like the
coloring,
subtle touch.
coloring.
Yeah, the
yeah.
coloring. I
You know
think
what?
they had
Who look?
great cast
Which
work.
one looked like shit the most? I feel like Rafiki. Like they really
Rafiki
messed
got
him up.
done bad. Yeah, Rafiki not only did he was at probably the worst CGI part of it, even though it was great, it just wasn't as top notch as the other ones. He also got cut down on screen time and his importance in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, like half the time he didn't even have his fucking stick.
Yeah,
yeah.
The
That shit
stick,
pissed me off.
the stick with the fucking ball sack on it.
What the yeah, that.
that's what it was. Yeah, and they cut out essentially the heart of the movie in his scene because his whole scene with Simba understanding how the past can hurt you, that is the message of the movie. And they cut that part out, and I don't understand why. Out of everything that they added or took away, that was the one part I was hoping they were gonna keep.
Which scene?
When he hit Simba on the head, and he's like saying like the
They didn't
past
Oh
even
can
yeah,
add that. That's what made me mad.
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
That was the problem.
But
Other than that,
did you guys like the new scene that they added?
which one?
The one where they show Nala escaping.
Yeah, that was a new
That
scene.
was good. That was intense.
That was good.
Yeah,
But
that
that
was
was
pretty good.
I guess that was because that was a bit more of the animation, so you can tell. The problem again was that you I felt scared more of the music and stuff, but you couldn't tell it from the characters themselves
Yeah, true.
because you don't know what a lion scared, a real life lion scared, is not the same as a human being scared. So you can't tell
Yeah,
really, you know. So I feel like it was less intense than it could have
yeah.
been. And was I the only one who was just kind of annoyed with the child actor that they had for Simba?
Yeah, no, you were not. I was telling Emil the same thing. The voice just annoyed me.
The voice for Simba is until Donald Glover came in as the older
Yeah, that
Simba,
was
then I
good.
was like, that was that was the part where I was like, okay, this could still be like a decent movie, and I mean, it was. I definitely think the second half was better than the first half,
Yeah,
which is what I think are the opposite of the original. I think the first half of Lion King was better than the second half in the original.
The first half has like all the iconic shit in it, man.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
everything the light touches is our
it's your
kingdom.
kingdom, is our kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
like
the first half has has the opening, has Mufasa's speech, has the best songs.
The
It
first
has-
half has Mufasa in it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's
the
what I'm saying.
thing.
That's already enough.
Yeah.
But it also has the most traumatizing, which is Mufasa dying. Spoilers.
Yeah. Every time
Spoilers.
I watch that. Spoiler if you haven't seen the 1994 version. But like I always that scene is like in my mind forever, man. Like
It was traumatic.
when Mufasa tries to save Simba.
It wasn't as traumatic in this one though. I didn't feel it as much.
It wasn't because
Nah.
again, like no expression and shit.
No expression, and it's no. Yeah, it's. Oh, you know who I do? I did like the voice of Scar, man.
Yeah,
The voice.
it was good.
I think the voice is the Chiwetel Ejiofor, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Chiwetel Ejiofor. He did something comparable to what Jeremy Irons did with the original. I think they were on par for me because the voice was really good.
The rendering of Scar, man.
The way it
like,
looked.
they could have made Scar look more like Scar, man.
They could have made it more menacing.
They could have given him a black mane and shit, at least.
Yeah, it was more
Because-
gray. I feel like in the film.
Because, I mean, like that,
Mm-hmm.
lions do have black manes in real life. You could have done that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
of them
there's,
do.
there's the dedication to realism is just, I think, to me, what killed it. It's
Yeah.
fine to be dedicated to like making it really look really good, but not at the cost of the artistic value.
exactly.
And I guess that's kind of what I'm trying to transition to about all of these remakes and stuff that are coming out, and all this starting reliance on the computer graphics and the CGI. I feel like Hollywood is just relying too much on it, and it's starting to lose a little bit of its charm.
Yeah,
It struck me when we were talking about the Cats trailer earlier in the week,
yes.
where there's this insistent need to make everything, or all the animated stuff, look realistic, and I don't know why they're doing it. And it's with every new movie, and especially all the Disney remakes. So I guess the question to you guys is, should we like lean into it? Like, what should we make everything look nicer and realistic, but at the loss of like a certain artistic value? Are we relying too much on the CGI?
I think we're relying too much, but
they should
I
find
feel
a
like
medium.
exactly. Like I think, for example, Mowgli. I think they did really
Yeah.
well with that film. I feel like the animals did show like emotion and shit. But-
That's true.
Like Lion King, they probably could have done much better.
Which is strange because the guy who did this movie also did the Jungle Book remake, and I thought that
Yeah,
was
that's-
pretty good.
Yeah, I mean maybe he was trying to top his.
If I want to see like 100% realistic animals, I'll just watch Nat Geo.
Nat Geo, exactly.
Nat Geo. Well, if I want to see 100% realistic animals, I want to hear David Attenborough on the voiceover. That's about it.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I think we're just coming into this era where we're relying too much on it, and
I think
people just don't know how to connect with it.
And the sad thing is, like, they'll never get a third chance to like remake it as the fans wanted, because they already shot their shot.
Oh my god, they're already Disney's already planning on releasing a third remake. I can tell you right now.
for
Well, if they do,
For Lion King, you kidding me? They made so much bank.
Lion
Disney
King
owns-
1.5.
Lion King 1.5 remake. It's gonna be an anime.
Shit.
fuck,
All
just
day.
go back to the roots.
Yeah, but I'm honestly after this one I'm fatigued
Kim
with all
got the
the
fucking White Lion remake. Let's go.
after this one I honestly I'm fatigued with all the Disney remakes. I think I'm done. I don't need to see any more. I don't want to see any more. I've seen like 2 or 3 of them, and I don't understand why we keep going with this trend.
Yeah. Well, what's the next
What will we talk about on the podcast?
talk about fucking. I don't know. There's a new Star Wars coming out. We'll talk about that kind of stuff eventually. This entirety of
I
Phase
You know,
4 of
I'm
Marvel.
I'm kind of fatigued with the Star Wars. I think I think
Well, good thing no one cares what you think.
Fair enough.
fair enough.
I come up with the ideas for the show. If you want to start coming up with your own ideas, I'll let you have it. Till then, I'm in charge, bitch.
Quan asserting dominance. Okay, I see.
Daring today,
but yeah.
aren't we?
No, but yeah, for real. The CGI trend is starting to annoy me. It really is. Everything's
Yeah.
relying too much on trying to make it look crisp and nice, and it's really losing a lot of the human detail.
But
I honestly think, yeah. Sorry.
I think they can do CGI, but like for example, like how I put up the photo of the fan made shit, the fan made
Yeah.
like if they do it like that, it would be pretty lit. Like, I think it would really work out.
Yeah, because that's basically like it's like the midline between a completely realistic CGI and like the animation, which also has its limits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this would have like the
You can actually see like the emotion.
this would have the flexibility of CGI, but it would also have the more charming aspects of the animated movies that they once had.
And
Yeah.
I do feel people forget that this is not a live action remake. This is an animation remake. The CGI stuff is still animation, so you can do anything you want with it. You don't have to make it realistic just because it's CGI. It's not what it's always used for. You can make everything look however you want it. That's the point.
Right.
It's not. It's still animation, right?
Yeah.
It's a different
So-
kind of.
But it was
different style,
intended
but
to
it's
be
still
like
animation.
semi-live action, like pseudo.
It's not live action at all.
Pseudo live action.
It's pseudo live action, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the
Basically, we
intention.
need better art directors.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's, actually, I have kind of a theory on why a lot of these Disney remakes aren't that great. Do you want to hear my conspiracy theory?
Go ahead.
All right. I think Disney is purposely not making some of these movies they're not making them great, but they're not making them horrible. They're making them just good enough where people get nostalgic and then they go and watch the original, or at least go and buy the original. And so Disney makes bank twice because they make bank off people buying the ticket for the new one, and then they make bank on people going back and watching the ones before.
Disney's retarded,
what-
man. Because we
So-
literally just watched it for free. Like that's
Yes.
Well,
Fuck
but
you, no.
that's the point, though. What was the first thing you did after watching the new one? You went back and watched the original because that's what I did.
yeah, but they didn't make fucking money. Did
They
they?
absolutely did. One way or another, they did.
Basically, what Juan's trying to say is that at the end of this whole fucking $1 million project, it's a publicity stunt.
It's a publicity stunt. Come on.
Well, if
That-
they could have made it really good, and I would still go and watch the original.
Why are you trying to
I guess.
debunk our fucking
Yeah.
conspiracy theory? For
hell,
fuck's sake.
It's all of them though. It's all they're like, okay, maybe this is not as great.
I'm just
Because if
gonna
it's a great movie, you're not gonna feel as impaled to watch the original because you're like, okay, I'm satisfied with the watch. But if it's like a semi decent movie, it's like, okay, this is not how I remember it. I want to watch the originals to see if it's better or not.
Well, okay.
That's a good point.
I'm just gonna also say like all of the people shitting on art majors and shit, like art majors can't get a job and blah 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 blah. Why don't they give art majors like jobs on these projects? I bet they do already, but like that's basically the importance of art as a study. Because
Yeah.
like here we have Quan like sounding like a fucking art student and shit, like talking about
It's
the
not like-
fucking-
Was that whole thing just a dig on, like just trying to get a dig on me?
Yeah, you're basically an art student then.
I'm basically an artist. Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
like, drop
I
whatever
would
you're
prefer,
doing
like-
right now and like
I was thinking less art, more of like a cinema student, but like that's
yeah,
good
it's-
enough too.
It's art. It's art.
It's art. Yeah, art is art.
This is the importance of art, guys. If we lose our artistic Vision, then we get shit like this, like soulless cash grabs, guys. Fucking, you know.
So
I didn't get that Souls cash grab feel that everyone else did. I definitely got that.
yeah, neither did I.
No, I didn't get that feel, but
Got
like
something
that's what
else.
people are saying, you know. Like,
I know
soulless.
that's what I'm trying to. Yeah, and it
Yep.
was. I was excited to see this movie, and it was really hopeful that this was going to be the one that to turn me around on the whole Disney remake trend. But if anything, this has kind of sealed its doom, and I don't really want to watch anymore. I'm not even that pumped to watch Mulan.
You don't wanna hurt yourself anymore. Then you've
No.
already been.
Also, I mean Disney is gonna get all my money for Star Wars, for Marvel, for anything else, for everything else. So I feel like I gotta save some.
Who's hyped for fucking that they have to pay to for the Disney
Disney
streaming
Plus.
service, Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. Disney Plus.
Joint account,
Ugh.
boys.
Hype. So yeah,
Yep.
so that's kind of the conversation that I want to get started about the old movies and the new ones, how they're being made. I just kind of want to see what people think, I guess, of what this trend is and where it's going to lead to eventually. And I think The Lion King was a great example to kind of study. The original being such a massive movie, and then the new one just kind of being okay. I wonder, man. I wonder what kind of trend this is going to set. If directors are going to start listening and being okay, maybe we don't have to have this kind of photorealistic animation, and we can have more of an artistic direction. Or if Disney's just going to be like, well, we make money off it anyway, so we're just going to make it how the fuck we want to make it. And I kind of want to see what people think about it, because I understand some think there's soulless cash grab. I think there is some element of art in this that is a potential that is not being tapped, and I really want to see what people think. And I don't know. I think that's kind of where I wanted to end this one. Unless you guys have any more thoughts or things you want to add.
No, I think you said pretty much most of it.
Emil,
Yeah.
final thoughts?
Yeah, pretty much. I agree.
Pretty much. Yeah. So essentially, hashtag justice for Rafiki.
Yes.
Hashtag
Yeah.
Rafiki justice, because he got done dirty, bro. He got did dirty.
Yeah.
I say I'm not gonna watch any of the newer
Shame.
Disney. I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna watch the newer Disney.
Yeah,
ones,
yeah,
'cause
probably
We're,
gonna watch
we're,
them.
we're
Watching
gonna make a
Mulan.
podcast on them.
I'm watching
We're gonna
the
talk about them. I said I was gonna watch this one, and then I ended up watching it. I said I was gonna watch Toy Story 4, and I ended up watching it.
soulless cash grab, guys.
So cash. But yeah, I think that kind of just ends my thoughts on it, and I'm good. I feel like we can leave it here.
To be fair, this podcast is an attempt at a soulless cash grab. So
It really is.
Yeah.
It is an
Subscribe,
attempt.
donate to our Patreon.
Shout out to all our sponsors. Donate to our Patreon account.
Please
Share
sponsor
on
us.
Facebook, on Twitter, on Tumblr, even
You
anywhere
weren't
you
gonna,
want.
you weren't gonna
Instagram.
spend the money responsibly anyway. Let's
That's
be
true.
real. Like, come on!
Yeah,
like
this is-
instead of going to Starbucks and buying a fucking frappuccino with fucking, just donate like $5 to our Patreon, which should be
Yeah.
up soon.
In like 3 years,
Yeah,
Yeah.
whenever we figure out what the fuck Patreon
it's a
actually
cup
is.
of coffee, guys. A cup of coffee.
Oh, yeah,
A cup of coffee per month.
Exactly.
We should just put Emil in the like in those
The marketing
commercials.
team.
You just
Yeah.
put it like, where it's like if you donate 5 cents a day, you can keep Emil alive.
Yeah.
But that was the No Objective podcast. Ignore the phone. That was the No Objective podcast.
Fucking retard.
Your host Juan, Kunal, and Emil joining me.
It was a
Say
pleasure.
bye, guys.
Bye. Oh, Kunal's garbage.
Alright.
So, okay.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
All right. We'll see you guys soon in the next one.